Welcome back. So, what are we reviewing today? This is the RELACART wireless lavalier microphone system, the MI1. It's a 2.4 gigahertz wireless lapel mic system, and it comes with a single transmitter and a receiver, and also with TRRS and TRS cables for connecting to a camera or a phone. You can get this. Yeah, there we go. A camera or phone. So you can use this with your smartphone or with a DSLR, or in this case, I'll be using it with an Osmo Pocket. Also comes with a squirrel tail. That's what I call them. That's not what they're called. It's basically a wind muff for the microphone, and I'm going to start with the negative. That's really the only bad thing I know I can see about this, that I've had an issue with this thing, is trying to get this wind cover over the microphone to clip in. It's supposed to clip in. So those little clips right there, supposed to clip in there. But I haven't been able to successfully get it in. I mean, I can get it in there. It just doesn't feel like it's staying in there very well. So some of these other systems that I've seen, I haven't personally reviewed them, but I've read reviews about them. They actually, this component actually magnetically connects to this. So you literally just, pop it on there and it's good to go. They didn't go that route. They went with plastic clips, which can break. I mean, I don't know if you can see how small those clips are there, but they're pretty tiny, and they're going in there, and that might break. But either way, I can't get it really to sit in there and firmly enough to my satisfaction. Luckily, most of my recordings I'm doing inside, so I don't need it. But anyway, just keep that in mind if you're going to be using this outside, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. I got to keep on playing with it, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. Either way, they both of the receiver and the transmitter have little tiny OLED screens on them. Then when you power them up, it shows you, the battery level, the transmission level, and then as you talk into the mic. There we go. You see that as you talk into the mic, you make sound. It actually shows you the gain level on there, and then the receiver is the same thing. It will show you. See, as it's displaying the level of gain as it's receiving from the other end. Now, obviously, I'm not using this to make this video right now. I will connect them in a little bit so we can hear the difference. The microphones on the Osmo Pocket are pretty amazing, and they sound really good. And just in my testing of this, I had tested it, and really they both sounded really good. The built-in microphone on the Osmo and this lavalier mic both sounded great on there. So the beauty of this is that I can, walk away quite a ways. I believe it says that you can get, I want to say 100 meters. I'm looking through the documentation here, see if I can see that. Much further than you would normally get away from your Osmo Pocket when you're actually recording on here. I'll find that in a second here, but it's using the 2400 frequency band. So that is one drawback if you're around microwaves or legacy access points and stuff. You may find some frequency issues there, because the 2400 is a pretty prolific band. A lot of different things use that. So just be aware of that. But I haven't run into those issues. In my home, I use 5 gigahertz for most everything, so the 2400 band is a little bit open. I really haven't seen a whole lot of issues. So it says the effective working distance is about 50 meters, which is about 164 feet. So that's quite a ways away from your camera, and you can do beautiful, clear HD sound on there. They're very lightweight, and they're pretty small. If you look in, my hand in comparison to the size, they're, it's 1.75 inches by 1.97 inches by 0.59 inches. So it's a pretty small device, and has that nice handy clip, so you can clip it onto your clothes. This one has a clip as well too, so you can clip it onto your camera. You can actually clip it onto your cold shoe or hot shoe, and it'll still stick to your camera, and then you'll have the cable coming out from this device into your camera, right? So this would be sitting, onto your hot shoe and your camera, and not getting in the way. You can actually connect two devices to this guy, so you could actually record in stereo. You could have a left channel and a right channel. Since the pack only comes with one, right, you're only going to be connecting recording in mono out of the box. The other nice feature that this has is it has a monitor. So on the bottom of the receiver you have a headphone jack, so you could actually if you were recording someone and they were speaking into this microphone or to a wired lavalier that they could plug in here and then just have on their lapel, and then have this behind their back, right? So they could have this behind their back and have the lavalier, the small one, on their chest or something. You can monitor what it sounds like as the person that's recording from here, so you get a pretty good sound as to what their feed sounds like, on top of the feedback that you're getting from the screen here. As they're speaking, right, you're going to be seeing the feed change as they're speaking louder or softer, and then you also see the transmission level too. I forgot to mention that. So the transmission level and then the receive level. So it's a nice little package. It brings everything you need to do good recordings. In a little bit we'll take it and I'll connect it to my Osmo Pocket, and then we'll step away, maybe go outside and step away and see what it sounds like in a noisier environment with this guy working and compared to the built-in mic on the Osmo. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to talk about here. Not really. I mean, it's compatible with pretty much any device out there that has a TRRS or TRS input. So as long as you got one of those two, you can connect this bad boy and do your thing. Obviously, if you've got a mobile phone that only has USB-C and no headphone / microphone jack, then you're going to have to buy some type of an adapter, which they don't supply, in order to get it to work. And I have heard some people, not specific to this one here, but maybe with some other products where they've had an issue using a USB to mic headphone jack and it not working for them. So your mileage may vary. You're going to want to check that and verify that, maybe even with the vendor, to make sure that actually works as expected. But luckily all my devices have headphone jacks on them, so it works for me just fine. It also comes with a USB-C. Both of these guys charge with USB-C, and it comes with a dual-headed USB-C charger, so you can plug them both in at the same time and charge them. So you should be able to get 7 hours on a full charge, and the full charge, according to them, takes about 2 hours to do. So all right, so we're going to take it outside here in a minute and do some audio testing. I'm standing probably 20-25 feet away from the camera, and the audio is coming from this lavalier clip-on microphone versus the audio that's on the camera itself. So it should sound very clear. In the testing that I've done already with it, it sounded very clear, but we'll check it out again. Obviously I can move around, and I'm outside, so there's other sounds going on. There was a dog barking earlier, and some cars driving by. Matter of fact, one's coming right now, and we'll see if it actually picks that audio up. But I would say that this is a great addition to your recording tools to be able to get a nice clear audio signal when you're away from the camera. And I wish I would have had this over the last year and a half, because I've actually done several reviews where I was reviewing different items and I had to step away from the camera, and the sound was really bad, because you could really tell that you were trying to record from something that was far away, and I had to really speak a lot louder. Now I can speak with a normal voice without having to yell, and the audio sounds great. We're actually going to disconnect the microphone, and I'm going to come back here again, and then we're going to record again with the camera's built-in microphone, so you can hear the difference between the lavalier and recording from this distance, and what that audio sounds like. Okay, so we're back at it again, and I'm talking normally right now, not using the microphone. I got the transmitter and the receiver in my hand. The camera is only using the built-in microphone. Now I'm going to talk a lot louder, because I suspect that first part you probably couldn't hear me because I'm really far away, and some crazy person is driving some loud vehicle, so that's probably overpowering my voice. But either way, you can clearly hear the difference between my voice through the microphone and my voice coming through the recording mic on the camera, which is about 25-30 feet away from me right now. So I'm sure it was pretty clear to you from the recording, the difference in audio between the built-in microphone at 25-30 feet and the wireless lavalier microphone at that same distance. It was really night and day. So I hope this review helps you find the best audio recording solution for you for your DSLR or phone. All right, we'll see you next time.